What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, bringing home the bacon. NFL DFS video, doing a Sunday night showdown breakdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. So we've got as of the making of this video, a fantastic matchup. The over-under is high. The team totals are kind of close. This could be an absolute shootout. I am very excited about the Sunday Night Football game. So if you've never been to the channel, you are new to the channel, welcome. All I got to tell you, subscribe if you want to see some more. If you want to see what we do with the NFL, you can check out what we did with the top stacks for Week 16. The Saturday showdown, or the Saturday two-game breakdown. The Saturday afternoon showdown. The main slate breakdown. What we brought. Because we're going to bring it every single weekend through the NFL season. So we're very excited. If you've never been here before, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Because we have giveaways in these showdown videos. Here's how to win. Like this video. Be a subscriber to the channel. And leave a comment. If this video gets 50 likes, we will give away 1 week pass to FTA Plus. 100 likes, a free month. 150 likes, a free year. 200 or more likes on this video, chance at a lifetime pass worth $500. So, that being said, here's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to go over the statistics from last year till the first 16 weeks of this year, which includes Thursday Night Football and Saturday afternoon football. After that, we're going to go through statistics of captain percentages, stacking percentages, and a little bit of detail of how to build those lineups. So we're going to give you tips and strategies. Then we're going to put those tips and strategies into Overdrive. We're going to build some lineups on DraftKings, FanDuel, and a 1 or 2 on Yahoo. Probably 1 on Yahoo because not a ton of you play Yahoo. And then at the very end, we're going to give you some of our picks that I love in this game. I think it's a 6 or 7 pick parlay. It's 1,000 plus 1,000 odds right now, which they're pretty good to go, so I really like what it brings to the table. So we're going to look at those. We're going to break it down. So buckle up, get a paper pen, whatever you do, listen. Let's rock and roll. So you can fast forward if you want a little bit, but we're going to go through the statistics that make this the tips and strategies that we kind of need to look at. So looking at this game, as of right now, it is a 48.5 over-under, opened at a 47, and the Bucs are a 4-point favorite right now, where they opened up as a 4.5-point underdog. So it is done completely 180 here. So we're very excited. I think this could be a shootout, and I hope it is in fact a shootout for all of our sakes. So that being said, looking at the stats, 84% of the winning lineups have contained at least one quarterback. Now all of these stats are here according to that. So again, Mayfield, Cooper Rush, both in great spots here. I think we can build lineups with both of them. Only 6% of the winning lineups have used all $50,000 salary on DraftKings. Only 16% of the winning lineups have had a $200 player or less in their flex option. Unless something happens between now and the start, I don't see that happening whatsoever. 80% of the winning lineups have had a $4,000 player or less, which I want to take full advantage of. We're looking at maybe the Cowboys defense if you think Baker's going to throw some interceptions. Tolbert, maybe a little bit. That might be it, though. Shoemaker would be in a good spot. I think he'll go under own for sure. You know, Dalvin Cook's always a good option, but, I mean, he hasn't done anything. He might not even be up from the practice squad. The average salary used on DraftKings, $47,500. So now we look at the stacks. Being a close game, Tampa Bay being only a 4-point favorite right now. 3-3 stack, 36% of the time has been a winning stack. A 4-2 stack has taken it down the most, 44% of the time. And then 5-1 has only been 21% of the time. Then we look at captain spots. I think everybody in this captain spot, except for the defenses, are in play this week. Wide receiver has been in the winning lineup 39% of the time. A running back 28% of the time. A QB 17% of the time. A tight end 7% of the time. A defense 7% of the time. And a kicker 2% of the time. Now, kickers, it'll be okay here. I like both of them. And being in a dome, no weather being a problem, completely okay with that. Weather will not be a problem in this game. So then we take a look at our completely free matchup tool, which you can find under the NFL tab right here. looking at this, these are how you read these. So this is the defense. These are the stats the defense gave up to the quarterbacks, the rushing allowed, and then fantasy points per game, both on DraftKings and FanDuel. So against the quarterback, Tampa Bay ranks 31 out of 32. Dallas ranks 29 out of 32. That's why I think both quarterbacks should be in your lineups here. Running back, Dallas's defense ranks 22nd out of 32. I love Bucky Irving. He is questionable, but I think he'll play. Should be good to go. Rashad White is always in play as well. Tampa Bay ranks 13th. It's Rico Dowdle, then it's Zeke, then it's Dalvin if he's up. It's Dowdle. So I do not mind Dowdle yet whatsoever. Wide receivers, they're pretty damn close. Tampa Bay's secondary gives up 36.7, where Dallas gives up 35.9, and 26 and 23rd ranked respectively out of 32. And then defense, Tampa Bay against the tight end, they rank 28 out of 32, give up an average of 15.1. So Ferguson, Schoonmaker, both in play. Then you got the Cowboys, 9th. So they're pretty good, but Cade Otton, I still think he gets in our lineups a little bit too. So then we jump into here. Bucky Irving, questionable, should be good to go. I highly doubt he misses. Cade Otton, questionable. I think he'll play as well. Game time decision. So if he is out, then that would bump up. If we come down, Durham? Payne Durham? He's been active. He just hasn't done anything. I mean, $300 player, if Otton is out, Durham makes a little bit of sense. But again, kind of wait to see when that news comes. It's Sunday night game. It's going to be a while. So now let's build some lineups. Looking at these lineups and thinking about it, captain spot. Who do we want in a captain spot? CeeDee Lamb. We know that he's going to get, if we look at Lamb, we know that he is going to get targeted. 13, 7, 6, 12, 12. We know that it's going to happen. Have they played Tampa Bay this year? Have not played Tampa Bay this year. We know they're bad. He's back 20 plus here. I want to get CeeDee Lamb in one of my lineups. So I want, obviously, Cooper Rush to throw it to him. I want Baker Mayfield in this lineup as well. You want to get a little crazy. I want Dowdle in here. I'm going to build this lineup thinking that Cade Otton is out. So if Cade is out, Durham here at $200 allows us to go in so many different directions. We can put Brandon Cooks in there. Now, if you look at Brandon Cooks, 34 yards. He was targeted 5 times. He's been targeted 15 times in 3 games since coming back from the IL. 2 touchdowns. Did not have one last week against Carolina, but had one in Cincy versus Cincy, and had one versus the Giants as well. I love this matchup for him. I want to take this. So you have a 4-2 stack. We've got Dallas, who they think is going to be playing from behind, so we want to get them involved a little bit here. This is one lineup that I want with CeeDee Lamb. Now, on the flip side of that, again, looking at another wide receiver, I think I'm going to put Mike Evans in there. He's 15.9. We should get relatively close to the same lineup. So putting in Mike Evans, Baker, Cooper Rush, we are now at 5,300 here. Now, let's put in Durham at 200. Again, this is if Otton is out. If he is in, then obviously this all will change. The other one is McMillan. Now, we see 75 yards last week and a touchdown. The week before that, he had 59 yards and 2 touchdowns in that game. So we're looking at 8,700 that way. That is 4-2 Tampa Bay. Who is he going to throw it to? Brandon Cooks again. Brandon Cooks out of 99. If you guys know what that means, you were or are or have been a part of the cardboard frenzy since 2020. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So this is another lineup. Now, we are building these lineups as tournament lineups. I don't play cash and showdowns. I don't think anyone does. They might. I don't know. But these are just different ways to build around. Now, let's go a different direction. Go McMillan as your captain. Let's put Mayfield in there. Let's put Cooper Rush. Now we're at 7,100 the rest of the way, which, again, you get a little bit creative here, a little bit crazy. I think we're able to get in CeeDee Lamb as well. Now we're at 5,400 here. Let's get in Ferguson because he's got a great matchup for tight ends and he's under 5K. And now we're at 6,100. Trey Lance, obviously out. Pratt, out. Greer, out. Auden, questionable. Let's get McLaughlin in here. Or you could put in Brandon Aubrey if you think it's going to be that way too. So McLaughlin, 9.6. Brandon Aubrey, 11.1. Let's go Brandon Aubrey. He's averaging more. He's getting those kicks in there. It is a 4-2 stack again. If they're playing from behind and they're putting up some touchdowns, I like this as well. We've left 900 on the table. We've got a little crazy with McMillan, and we felt pretty comfortable about that as well. Now, let's do one more crazy lineup where we put in Cooper Rush as our captain. 12.9 is 3,000 less than Mike Evans. Got Cooper Rush thrown at CeeDee Lamb. We can get Mayfield in there as well. Obviously, we want Mayfield throwing it to somebody. Do we think he's going to throw it to Mike Evans? If we put Mike Evans in there, we're averaging 3,200. It might be a little bit harder to do. But if we put McMillan in there, 3,000 less, we're averaging 5,000. Now we could go with maybe a Brandon Aubrey at 5,200, and we're at 4,900. We could get Ferguson in there. So you have Cooper Rush throwing it to Ferguson. You could get Tolbert in there. That's probably it. So I'm going to go Fergie is there. So I'm going to go Cooper Rush, throwing it to Lamb, Aubrey kicking, and Ferguson. And they've got Mayfield throwing it to McMillan for DraftKings. Now, let's move over to FanDuel. Now, FanDuel is a little bit different. We have one less spot, but $10,000 more that we can deal with. The pricing's a little bit different as well, a little bit higher. So we've got 60,000, and that is it. So looking at this, I'm going to build some lineups. MVP spot. Let's go Baker MVP spot here. 14.5. I want him throwing it to Mike Evans and McMillan. So if we look at McMillan here, 10,000. Now we're averaging 10,000 for the next two. So depending on where you want to go, I think Cooper Rush at 12. And now we're at 8. Who can Cooper Rush throw it to? Jake Ferguson. Tolbert. I'm going now Tolbert is technically averaging more than Ferguson. 7.6, nothing there. The problem is the target. So 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Ferguson. 4, 6, 0, 1, 5, 10. The targets have been there. The touchdowns have not been there. I think he gets back on track. I think we make an awesome lineup here. Tournament lineup. Get a little bit crazy. That is one lineup that I'm going to go with. I'm not where you think I'm where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. A second lineup. So if we don't want to go Cooper, or we don't want to go Baker Mayfield, but we do want to go Cooper Rush as a captain spot, I'm okay with that as well. So if we go down to Tampa Bay, we go here, we enter a lineup. Cooper Rush here. I want to get Irving in here because he does have a good matchup. Again, questionable, but I think he plays, should be good to go. Obviously, Cooper Rush needs to throw it to somebody. Let's throw it to Tolbert. Let's get a little creative. Now we're averaging 13.7 the rest of the way. If we put Lamb in there, now we've got 12.5. We could get McMillan in there. We could get Rashad White in there. Let's go McMillan. We've left 2,500 on the table, which is completely okay with me. Now, let's build one last lineup here on FanDuel. Let's get frisky. Now, I don't think we want a defense. I don't think we want a kicker. We've had the quarterbacks. Mike Evans is very expensive, but we might be able to get Mike Evans in there. So let's put Mike Evans here with Baker. Now, let's put Payne Durham in here at 5K. Okay, let's put Rush in there. Now we've got 13 on the table. So Rico Dowdle, McMillan is there. So let's go Dowdle. So we have Baker throwing it to Evans, and then Cooper throwing it, and Durham if he plays. Again, could change if Cade Otton is in. Durham obviously is out and won't do anything, but we're able to build some lineups that way. So those are our FanDuel lineups. Now, Yahoo's a little bit different. I'm only going to build like one because not a ton of you play, but you got a budget, $127, $25 per person, an average. You got Superstar plus 4 flex. So looking at a Superstar, Mike Evans, not even the top. We'll put Mike Evans there. We'll put Cooper Rush and Baker Mayfield in. Okay. I want to get Ferguson in there because the defense for Tampa Bay is not that good. Now we have $28 to deal with. We can go Rico Dowdle. You can go Rachaad White, who we have not talked about. You can go McMillan. I think I want to go Dowdle. Now he's put up 100-plus yards. He's been dominating. We have not left anything on the table. We've used all of our lineup. We're going to submit that. And we're going to be done with those lineups. Now, those are your lineups on some lineups. If you want to see the full cheat sheet for each game, so we had the Thursday night game, we had the Saturday afternoon game, we had the Sunday night football game, the Monday night football game. We've got all the plays that we like at the captain spot or MVP. We've got all the plays that we like at the flex spots as well. So if you want to check those out, those are broken down to what we project them for fantasy points, the ownership, we've got the team totals, the over-unders. Those are all there for you guys, built for you, hopefully to help you out. $10 a week, $30 for a month. Use the promo code Black Friday under the FTA Plus tab. Get it $15 for your first month. So now, we have our plays that we like. Now, I've looked at these. We've used our simulations. We've used our projections. We've also used our AI model as well to kind of give you some of the best ones. So currently, as of the making of this video, plus 1,000 on here. It might have changed depending on when you see this video and when you put in your picks. I've got Baker Mayfield, 225 plus passing yards. Cooper Rush, 225. Both quarterbacks to throw 2+ touchdowns. Bucky Irving, 50+ rushing yards. CeeDee Lamb, 60+ rushing yards, or receiving yards. And Mike Evans, 60+ as well. Now, you could go through, if you think, now, I don't know, is Payne Durham in here? He's not going to be in here. Yeah, he's not going to be in here. So it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to change some up, you want to go Jalen McMillan, 25+ or 40+. I don't care. If you want to add more to it, you can. I'm just going to lock that in for $10 and enter, and that is it. So there you go. That is the breakdown. Sunday Night Football. Make sure you come back. Check out Monday Night Football breakdown. Go check out everything we did in Week 16 so you can get the ball rolling and kind of get a feel for what we've got going on for Week 17. Obviously, with Week 17, we've got football on Christmas. Now, depending on when you watch this, we've only got, after this week, 2 more weeks of the regular season. Then we're into the playoffs already, which I cannot believe. But we've got 2 games on Wednesday for Christmas. We've got the last Thursday night, I believe it's the last Thursday night football game between Seattle Seahawks and Chicago Bears. Then we've got 3 games next Saturday. We've got games on Sunday. And then we've got Monday Night Football to end it. So 3 games on Saturday. We'll do another breakdown, Saturday breakdown for you. Hopefully it's there to help you. Week 18, just kind of looking at Week 18 real quick. Oh, it's not set yet. Week 18 has not set their line. It's all to be determined, which is kind of wild. So yeah, all the games for Week 18 we do not know yet. We know where they're at. We do not know when they are or what time they are. But I'm assuming all the games, if I remember correctly, will be on Sunday. So that being said, we are done with Sunday Night Football. We've got your bets. We've got everything. Good luck. And as always, let's bring up some bacon. Peace.